Any questions about that?
For the live presentation, do we just present the portfolio?
Yep. And then the rest of us will ask you questions. We will, yeah, it's just like a regular session. Now it should last about 10 minutes, right? Basically your presentation, you're walking through why the choices that you've made. Yeah, and that's it. I know it's going to be familiar because it's all about Martin Luther King. So if you want to make it unique, even better. What could you do to make it unique? Find out more about Martin Luther King. Did he only make one speech? Is that the only speech he's famous for? Do any of his children make speeches like that? Has anybody in the modern world made a speech like that similar to him? So if you make it more interesting, of course, the mark's going to get higher, right? So think about it for a week. We can talk more about it next week. I know you're almost finished, Ariel, but we have some time, right? Because there's no really an exam anymore, right? So you don't have to present your ISU next week, Ariel. You can present it the week after, but we'll talk more about it next week in terms of what you could cover and what you could create. I just today want to finish the media unit. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
May I still present my poster?
Today?
Is it too late? I'm sorry.
No.
Like,
Who is this?
Yumyatwe.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you come in. Okay. No, it's still okay to present it. I just wanted to wrap up, or I can do it next week, actually, it's fine. Yeah, we can do another presentation today, and I can just maybe show 1 or 2 videos for the media, and maybe we can do the Padlet next week. It depends. But I was just explaining, Yumetwe, about the change that there is no exam, but the ISU is now 30%. So 10% for your portfolio, and then another 20% for presentation on the e-portfolio. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to present, you get set up, and then we can pay attention to your work. Do you know how to set up, yeah?
I think so.
It's the
Can
share
this work?
button. Yep, I can see it. So the other thing too is when you get finished with this, Yumetwe, is to, in the chat box, I just uploaded the Slido. Make sure you finish the Slido, even though you're a little late today. Adding your name to the Slido is for the school. They need to know who's coming to
The
class.
electricity was out, so I couldn't charge my laptop, so I couldn't get in.
No problem. So just sign your name into the Slido and answer the questions, and then the school knows that you were here. No problem. Okay, whenever you're ready, you can start your presentation. It's a very cool poster.
So hi, my name is Yumyatwe, and today I'll be presenting my poster. I'll start off by explaining the colors. The colors I chose for this poster are meant to have a high contrast so that the audience has a clear view of the text. For example, a light color on top of a dark color and vice versa. I chose black text over the light brown slide. As for the 3 words presented on top of the pictures, it represents a form of control that occurs in the 3 stories. The Davidge family that faced prejudice and discrimination. Second is citizens in the brave new world being manipulated by being conditioned. Third is about Prospero's ability to manipulate everyone on the island, which he did using Ariel. Next, the pictures I chose for the poster represents the theme of each story. The first picture I chose was for the story The Strangers That Came to Town. A person chained up inside of the birdcage represents the people who are held back from many opportunities due to the racism that they face. It shows a person who is deemed as a different being and is being held back by insignificant characteristics such as skin color, race, class, or occupation. Due to the unfair treatment that they face, they fail to get equal opportunities as every other person, and I consider this a form of control. And This shows people being controlled by the standards of what the society deems as acceptable. The second picture in the middle is an image portraying the reality of brave new world, a perfect society where everyone is happy with their position in society. The citizens are unaware of the government controlling their brains and thoughts. The image portrays a society being controlled by the strings held by the world state. The present is a representation of a society. The third picture in the poster shows a whole island being on the palm of a hand. In this case, it is Prospero's hand. In other words, Prospero has the power to manipulate all the people on the island at his free will. And here's why I think I successfully got my message across to the onlookers or the audience. My texts on the poster are clear and visible to the audience with appropriate colors. The abstract images I chose for the poster will make the people think about it, which often leads to the idea being stuck with them for the rest of the day. Third, I chose a minimalistic design as it is the best way to get the message across without any distractions, just enough for a person to take a look at it and understand what the poster is about. And this is it. So I'm done with the presentation.
Sorry, I was talking. I said, yay. Oh, wait, let me do it again. Yeah. Yay. It was a good presentation. And I like the idea that you described it as a minimalist design. I think that's effective. And I think giving that description makes it more apparent. Can I ask you, did you freehand any of this, or is this all computer-based?
No, I have the citation for everything.
No, I mean, did
For
you draw these images?
no, I did not.
Oh,
I got it off
you
the internet.
borrowed
Yes.
them. What
I
about the
have the
writing?
citation.
Oh yeah,
The
that's okay.
writing I did by myself, and the design I did it by myself.
Okay, so wow, that's a lot of work. And did you explained why it's black and white, right? Or why it's not colored?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Well, it's to have a high contrast
Yeah,
so that like
high
people have a
contrast.
okay.
They can focus on that. Yeah. I was thinking I heard it, but anyway, I can watch the video again too, but I remember you mentioning that. I like it. I
So
like the images.
I turned this in, but I forgot to like attach the 250 words with it. So
Yeah,
how
the way
can I
that the
do that?
course is set up is confusing. There's a section, I think it's A6, that tells you should put your writing there, but it doesn't make sense. Anyway, if you've handed it in, you can re-upload it. The easiest thing to do if ever I don't mark something properly is just to email me what you want me to mark, like the poster and the writing. Email it to me together and then I can find it myself and fix it.
So I'll email the whole thing to you.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that to me.
But I don't know how to re-upload the whole thing again.
I have to clear it because I think you're only allowed one entry. You're only allowed to submit once. I have to clear it and open the Moodle so you can submit twice. But I think the easiest thing is just to email me the poster and the writing.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, tell me who you are, tell me your grade, tell me the activity U4, A7 or whatever it is, and just say, this is what I want you to mark. And then I'll just mark it and I will upload it myself afterwards. So it's
Okay.
on file there. Okay, any positive comments or anything to share about Met Tway's work?
I like it's very black and white. I like that.
Yeah, it's effective. It's effective because you focus just on the, you know, the images and the bold print. Spelling is good, looks good. Any other comments? Oh, there's something in the chat box from Heng Zhang. Great design. I agree. I like it. It's clean, minimalist, effective, clear. Okay, let's move on. So for those of you who are late and just signed up late, I was explaining the replacement for the exam. There is no final exam, as you know, but the ISU has been extended to 30% of the final mark, 10% for the e-portfolio part, and maybe 20% for the presentation part. Now I have to double check with the school because they might switch it to 15-15. 15 for the portfolio, 15 for the presentation, but I don't think so. I think they want you to practice your presentation skills. Next week, I will talk about what the presentation expectations for the ISU are, because if it is even 15 or 20%, the expectations are going to go up a little bit, right? What could you present about? Well, everybody's doing the same topic for the ISU. So how are you going to make your ISU presentation original? You know, are you going to just look at that one speech? Or are you going to look at other things? But anyway, we'll talk more about that next week. So you can present your ISU next week, but I would say give it a week. By the way, has CIC told you when this course will stop?
No.
Because originally your exam date was February, right? Something, February something? February, did they give you a number?
It was
just-
the end of January.
The end of January was your exam? Okay.
I think so.
Okay, so I think February, because if this is 2020-09, September, October, November, December, January, February. Usually students get about 6 months to finish the course. So this started in September, October, November, December, January, February. Right, so everything needs to be finished by February. So we can do the presentation parts during the month of February, but next week, it's just the start of February, I think. Next Monday is February 1, I think. Why don't we just do a class about any presentations like U4, A9, or U4, A7, and I will do maybe 20 to 30 minutes about the expectations for the ISU presentation. So you can take some time to think about it, and I can also help prepare you for it. And then maybe we'll finish. What I was going to start today was a Padlet, but I also just want to quickly wrap up this media unit. We have about 10 minutes left. So let me just go through the videos I want to show you. I'm sorry, before I rush everything. Thanks for the presentation. You can stop sharing your screen. You met way. So I can get, I think I maybe, oh, maybe I can do it. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so let's wrap up this media unit because some of you are going to be working on that for your presentations coming forward. I think some of you have already finished that, but that's okay. So let's just go to watch a couple of videos that I wanted you to see.